Today I'm going to talk to you about how to take thoughts and ideas while you're watching a video or looking at some kind of ad and turning that into an analytical paragraph on the rhetoric. So you should have just watched the video of the wealth distribution in America and then watched my video of looking at some ideas. So I'm going to talk about how we can begin turning those thoughts and ideas into an analytical paragraph. The first thing that you're going to need is a topic sentence. So generally with a topic sentence, especially when we're dealing with three different pieces, different videos, different print ads, whatever, is I need to make sure that my reader understands which one I'm talking about. So I'm going to say something like, in the, maybe this is typing, here we go. In the wealth distribution of America video. Now I need to think about what is it that I'm going to be saying? What's my main claim? The creator sends unspoken messages. Thinking about the man ballooning in the video, the fact that he doesn't say that he's getting bigger in these things, that these are some unspoken messages using the images on the screen. Okay, so now this sets up what I'm going to be going forward with. In my thoughts, this is my guiding principle. Everything should come back to this as I write. I'm going to format this very quickly so it looks like what yours will. All right. Now I need to think about describing what's going on in the video and giving some context. So context is going to be what surrounds the piece that I'm actually talking about. So maybe I should say something while making his, I'm pretty sure the creator is a man, point on that the top 1%, often CEOs, make I'm thinking about like an increasing amount of money or like a large amount of money. Right now I'm just going to say make, while making his point that the top 1% of America's wealth, this is earned by undeserving, maybe I should say earned by CEOs. He implies that they are undeserving. Okay. I'm going to elaborate on this idea some more and say what he's actually saying during this. He asks the viewer to consider if a CEO is really working 380 times harder than the average employee to justify earning 380 times the amount that the average employee is paid. So now I've got my context. I'm going to just go into actually explaining the part that I found most interesting, which is what is unspoken. However, during this segment, more is said with his images than just his spoken words. On the screen is it's not really a stick figure, but I think for the purposes, I'm going to say a stick figure. A stick figure similar to one seen on public restrooms, except he is wearing to denote his white collar. As the clip continues, showing how much he earns and how much he works, the figure slowly balloons until by the end of the segment, he is significantly heavier in weight than he was at the beginning. Now, I've described everything in the scene, but I can't assume that my reader understands what that means or what's going on. So I need to show my thinking of what I was thinking in my head of, oh, this is why they're doing that. This is what he's trying to say by putting in this image. I will say something like, by leaving the final image in the viewer's mind, questioning, let's see, this is becoming too difficult of a sentence. Okay, I'm going to get through this, like how to word it, I'm going to list out the main ideas that I want to say, that he leaves the viewer thinking about if the CEOs deserve that money, but he's also showing the CEO is overweight, which is then implying that the CEOs get more than needed, enough to be overweight, perhaps playing on the stereotype of obesity stemming from sloth, which is another way to say laziness. Okay, so these are the ideas that I want to try to get in. I think it's going to take more than one sentence to get here. So I'm going to say something like, by showing the CEO is overweight, the video's creator is implying that the CEOs get more than needed, enough to be overweight, perhaps playing on the stereotype of obesity stemming from sloth. The CEO does not start off overweight, but instead is slowly changed, while other images and information is given on the screen. This is, I'm trying to avoid this because sometimes that can be really vague. So instead of saying this is done because, I'm going to say, let's see, the CEO does not start off overweight. Always a good idea to reread your stuff, but instead it's slowly changed while other images and information given on the screen. Distracting the viewer with this new information makes it more likely that the viewer will miss this change. Okay, now I need to say something about how it's the fact that it's the final image. Once the attention is brought back to how hard the CEO works as the final image, the viewer is left to assume the answer is he does not deserve the money. And then I need to put it in a closing sentence, which I am going to run out of time to actually show my thought process on that, but I will add for the example.